Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got three. Three down.
Let's go! 3-19! And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it again with Sims. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Check 52's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Double tight. 3 down.
Taken down back behind the line of scrimmage. Try to get away, but couldn't.
Complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp. Plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Goff now looks to throw. James has got it. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on second down is Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. Green.
To the air again. Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down all the away near the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Goff. Anunwa's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Goff. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's Goff. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
A game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Sims. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Single. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He was looking for Quincy Anunwa that time, and it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Goff steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Goff on first down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Josh Maga. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little gold sticker.
Little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge. He's got a man, complete. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards. At 6'4", Green can be so tough to cover.
Really can. When I watch him play, the word that comes to mind for me is willowy. And I mean that in the biggest compliment I can give. His ability to do what the receivers coach talk about always, uncover at the end of routes. Even if a guy's right there in his shirt, he finds a way to come up with the ball.
They'll get 17 yards there. And it's first down, Buffalo. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Let's go. Green.
Here's Simeon now on second down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Funches, 26 yards. And the Bills are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarvis Jones in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And able to find Green. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Simeon. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure that...
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Last year in the regular season, only 7 kick return TDs. We get a taste of it here in Week 1 in 2016.
And don't be surprised if that number of 7 falls this year, because every special teams coach that I talked with in the offseason all vowed to be more aggressive in their kick return game.
Goff looking to throw. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, they run with Sims. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Sims. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they run with Sims. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Gone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They're right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you say.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run here with Sims. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
To throw is Simeon. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
3rd and long. It's Simeon. This is White on the screen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
He ain't going nowhere. Woo, he ain't going nowhere. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And it's now 13-8. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Three down. Now let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys at our side.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Simeon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
Detroit! Detroit! Check 24!
A shotgun snap for Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. A.J. Green. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A.J. Green, 79 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to...
And now the Raven